just stop. So this is Bad Business, one of the most popular and well-known shooters on the platform and arguably the best first-person shooter on Roblox. But it hasn't always been like this, so how did we get there? So we're gonna start with the beginning of Bad Business in June 2019 with the prototype build. The prototype build was a simple showcase of general gameplay and mechanics. It contained a few different guns and simple movement mechanics, but already at this stage it was clear that it was gonna compete with Phantom Forces considering the fluidity it had at this stage. It was clear what the developers wanted with this game. They wanted a fast-paced first-person shooter, and they were succeeding greatly. And already at this early stage it was gaining massive popularity and hundreds of concurrent players. During this stage of the game, they were also pushing a large myriad of balance changes, which showed that they were trying to get some sort of direction for the game. The end product of the prototype was the release build. On the 9th of August, Bad Business was released as a final build, and people had mixed feelings, and one of these people were me. The release build was a little bit of a mess in my eyes. Buggy maps, unbalanced guns, higher rank guns simply being better than lower rank ones, and so on. The game was generally good, but all these flaws simply made the game unenjoyable in my eyes. But the developers got right to work with it. Bad Baby's balancing is off the goop. I don't know, it's garbage. Like, so we have the AK-47, then we have the M16 that is a straight up upgrade to the AK-47, and then we have the Galil that is a straight up upgrade to the M16. As you may notice, I was not very pleased with the game. It was clearly not competing with Phantom Forces the way that I wanted to, and it barely competed at all when it came to gunplay, models, and maps. It was generally an unenjoyable game for me. But there were a few things that Bad Business had that Phantom Forces simply didn't have that were very fundamental for the game. Challenges and character customization. Challenges have always been a thing that people have wanted to Phantom Forces, but it still hasn't been added, and Bad Business is literally out here giving people what they want. And character customization is also something people want in Phantom Forces, but they haven't gotten that either. And Bad Business is out here giving people what they want. The developers of Bad Business were working on it and improving it day by day, meanwhile Phantom Forces was stagnating. But there was a big problem with Bad Business. They didn't have any customizability for their guns. There were no sights, no attachments whatsoever, which made it really boring to use new guns. There was no sense of improvement for your gun. There was no sense of progression for your gun. But on August 8th, 2020, they added their biggest update yet, the attachment update, which brought an attachment system practically identical to the Modern Warfare one. And before I sound hypocritical here praising it, I'm just gonna have to apologize to the game known as Militant for bashing them copying Modern Warfare animations. So if I'm gonna praise Bad Business for Modern Warfare attachments, I'm gonna have to apologize for my hypocrisy, and yeah, I'm deeply sorry. This update brought a large amount of different attachments, which all serve different purposes. It ranged from optics to perks, and it was really just a fresh breath of air. It felt like Bad Business finally lived up to its potential and finally became the biggest competitor to Phantom Forces. And at this point, in my opinion, it was better than Phantom Forces, considering the fluidity, the lack of bugs, and the new super sprint movement. It was truly an amazing game. I'm gonna add a little freestyle side note here, and I'm gonna talk about the Pride skins that they have, which I absolutely adore. It really just, I don't know, it personally means a lot to me, considering me being bi. It's just, I don't really know what to say. I just love that you guys have added them from such an early stage, and they've been there for so long now. It's just, it's like, I love them, alright? It just, I thank you, I guess. Thank you for making such an amazing FPS and adding those skins too. It really means a lot, alright? This game has always been a gem, but this update really polished it. As stated, it really lived up to its potential. Phantom Forces has always been at the top. People have attempted to beat it in quality countless times, but to no avail. But it just required a group of dedicated people to the craft, and Rubie Mentality was the right group. They created a game almost untouchable in quality. Its lack of bugs, its fluid movement, its large customizability, its great developer team, and all other positive stuff. This game is truly a masterpiece, and it would not be fair to not call it the best shooter on the platform. Thank you for watching.